Today I'm going to be talking briefly about how I think minimum wage should increase, especially with everything in the world being so expensive. In Oregon, the minimum wage is $12 an hour. In other states, it's less. There are many pros and cons to why or why not minimum wage should increase in Oregon and in other states. For instance, if teenagers are looking for a job and are at the stage where they would like to go and buy a car, well, that's going to be hard when you're getting paid less than $15 an hour. Raising federal minimum wage to even $15 an hour would improve the overall standard of living for the minimum wage workers, studies have shown. Doing so, workers would be able to afford things they may need. The workers would more easily be able to afford their monthly expenses like rent payments and household expenses. Robert Scott, a representative from chair of House Committee on Education and Labor, had stated, "Today a full-time worker cannot afford a modest 2-bedroom apartment in any country in the United States." Scott and Sanders, a senator, took his position that minimum wage needs and should be $15. He believes that a full-time worker should not fall below the poverty lines, in which I also agree with. Raising minimum wage is one policy that can be used to help increase the wealth of many families and individuals who are in financial need. The Non-Political Congressional Budget of Office, also known as CBO, had estimated that if the Raise of Minimum Wage Act had shown that more than 900,000 Americans would be lifted out of poverty by the year 2025 if minimum wage were to rise. The raising of minimum wage can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. A disadvantage to raising minimum wage is it could and would affect small business owners. For example, the small town business owners that are still bouncing back from the worldwide pandemic, and along with an increase in federal minimum wage, would significantly increase the small businesses' operating cost, would make the margins very tight. Increasing minimum wage is expected to lift people up and out of poverty and improve their work ethic. However, it also comes with possible negative implications. For example, inflation and loss of many jobs.